Maximum punishment of promises killer within a month. Asif Mahmud approved file without secretary's signature. Measles death crossed 500 mark. Country's interest first in military deal with US. Those were the headlines. Good evening. I'm Shahzana Hassan with English Bulletin. Maximum punishment of child remises killer will take place within a month. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman made the remark after inaugurating Nojrul Jayanti events in Trishal of Mymensingh on Saturday. Earlier, the Prime Minister inaugurated re-excavation works of Boiler Canal in Trishal of Mymensingh. The then President Zia Rahman excavated the Boiler Canal in Trishal 5 decades ago. Now his son, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman, has re-excavated it. Later, Prime Minister inaugurated Nojrul Jayanti in Trishal. Trishal embodies history of childhood of national poet Kazi Nazrul Islam. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman walked around to see the exhibition featuring sports car and electric vehicles on his Tejgah office premises on Saturday. The Prime Minister also drove some of the vehicles and exchanged views with the entrepreneurs. He also emphasized on involvement of the youth force and country's entrepreneurs to get involved in this potential sector of modern technology. Officials from the Prime Minister's office and people concerned from the automobile industries were present at the time. Former advisor Asif Mahmud Shoji Bhuiya approved a file forcefully without the signature of the secretary of the concerned ministry. Taka 6,000 crore was drawn without doing any work in 1,610 projects in Pirojpur alone during Awam League regime. State Minister Local Government Shah-e-Alam made the disclosure after a briefing on Saturday. He said, as per Prime Minister's order, a 7-member probe body has been formed to find out whether any graft had taken place in LGRD ministry from 2009 up to February 17 of 2026. The Prime Minister gave the directive in this regard as per appeal from the 3 members of Parliament from Pirojpur. Measles and measles symptoms death have crossed 500 mark. 13 children have died of measles in last 24 hours. Health Emergency Operations Centre and Control Room of National Directorate of Health Services made the revelation on Saturday afternoon. It said 13 children have died of measles. 2,132 children have been reported to be infected with measles and measles symptoms at the same time. 512 children have died of measles and measles symptoms since March 15th. Red Crescent Society will remain as associate in treating measles and dengue. Health Minister Sardar Mohammad Shakawat Hussain made the remark in his address to an event of International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Society on Saturday. The event took place at the conference room of the Secretariat on Saturday. The Health Minister said 11 ventilators have been provided in 7 hospitals across the country, oxygen flow meters in 9 hospitals, 1 lakh fluid in 6 hospitals to treat dengue patients. Any military deal with the US will be inked preserving country's interest. State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shama Ubaid made the remarks while talking to journalists at the Foreign Office on Saturday. Whether G. Somia and AXA, these 2 military deals will be inked with US very soon. In reply to such questions, State Minister for Foreign Affairs said, with the Bangladesh Army, different stakeholders will also be involved in these deals and nothing conflicted with the country's interest will be inked. Now a short break. We'll be back soon with 14 killed in countrywide road crash. "51 countries aided Israel in Gaza war." You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. 17 people were killed in separate road crashes across the country on Saturday. 4 people were killed in a tripartite collision of covered van, easy bike and engine-driven van in Rubdia area of Joshua Khulna Road. Driver of the easy bike and a passenger died on the spot. 2 other people died on the way to hospital. 3 people got killed as a bus on its way to Kushtia from Rajbari fell off to a ditch after being rammed by a sand-laden lorry. 20 people were injured. They were admitted to 250-bed Kushtia General Hospital. Besides, 10 other people were killed in separate road mishaps in different parts of the country. Now news around the world. Amid heightened tensions with Iran war, a special report from Al Jazeera has revealed on Saturday that 51 countries, including US, India and Taiwan, have provided large weapons assistance to Israel during Gaza war. Reports said based on a months-long investigation, military-related goods originating from at least 51 country and self-governing territories continued entering Israel after ICJ's warning of plausible risk of Gaza genocide. 5 largest countries of origin for these goods were US, India, Romania, Taiwan and Czech Republic. The total imports were valued at US $885 million, with 91% of that recorded after ICJ's ruling. Diplomatic efforts intensify to stop US-Iran clash, while both parties are stuck to opposing stances. US-Iran peace talks still in a limbo as Iran's uranium enrichment and their control over Strait of Hormuz remain among the sticking points. Amid ongoing mediation efforts, Pakistan's military chief Asim Munir reached in Tehran for talks, while Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed has spoken with the Foreign Minister of Turkey, Saudi Arabia and Jordan. Asim Munir held talks with Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi on the diplomatic initiatives to end the war imposed on Iran by US-Israel. A rare albino buffalo with flowing blonde hair has become an unlikely celebrity in Bangladesh ahead of Eid al-Adha. This has drawn crowds of curious visitors as saying the animal bears a striking resemblance to US President Trump. The pink-colored buffalo from Bangladesh has attracted international media attention after going viral on social media. The buffalo, raised at a farm in Naranganj, was nicknamed Donald Trump because of the tuft of pale hair falling across its forehead. Many said it mirrors Trump's trademark hairstyle. Dozens flocked to the dairy farm daily. As photos and videos of the buffalo spread online, several global media outlets covered the story from different angles. At least 90 people have been killed in a coal mine blast in northern China, the country's state media has reported. Rescue operation at the site is still underway. Reports said the gas explosion happened Friday evening at Liushenyu coal mine run by Tongzhou Group in Shanxi province. 247 workers were reportedly on duty at the time of the incident. Chinese President Xi Jinping called for no effort to be spared in efforts to treat the injured and search for the survivors. Hundreds of rescuers, several paramedics and ambulances have been sent to the site. Over 100 are said to have been taken to hospital. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Maximum punishment of Ramis's killer within a month. Asif Mahmud approved file without secretary's signature. Measles death crossed 500 mark. Country's interest first in military deal with US. 17 killed in countrywide road crash. And 51 countries aided Israel in Gaza war. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us.